Okay, I should be back. Alright. I'm gonna count that as a crash. I'm gonna say that's 17. Crash number 17. Oh my god, I'm all the way back here? Damn it. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. Oh my god. What garbage, man. What garbage. Absolute freaking garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna count that as 17 crashes. Technically not a crash, I guess. But, you know, a total freeze. So that's fun. Okay, maybe it'll load this time? There we go. See, it only takes like a second.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
You got skooma?
I would... Knowledge is power. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I'll take it all. Everything you got.
An excellent... I let that go. That's a pleasure doing business with you.
Ichor of Sithis? What the hell is that? Cost 3,000. Alright, I'll buy it.
Bargain at any price.
I don't know what it is. But I bought it.
Thank you for your business.
I purchased everything he had available for Deepscorn Hollow.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
What the hell is the Ichor of Sithis do? Where is it? Over here? $3,000. Yeah, I don't. But cannot equip this item. Sure.
So, welcome to the Walnut Inn. Could I interest you in a room or perhaps a bit of wine?
Wine.
Yes, actually, I'm quite fond of collecting all manners of wines from all over Tamriel.
Oh, yeah?
But one vintage continues to elude me. Shadow Banish wine. How I'd love to add it to my collection.
You know, I
Say,
just
that
happen
gives
to
me an
have some.
idea. You look like the adventuring type. If you can retrieve 6 bottles of Shadow Banish wine, I'll gladly pay you well. All I know about them is that they're found in the many fort ruins scattered all over Cyrodiil.
Oh, okay. Well, I only have 2 bottles.
Well, apparently the wine is so rare because it was only made in one tiny batch. It's the product of an alchemist who was also a vintner. Besides tasting incredible, the magic within the wine allows the imbiber to be gifted with Night Eye. The vintner made it special for the Legion soldiers posted at the forts when they were active long ago. It was perfect for keeping lookouts warm on cold nights and helping them see better in the dark. Clever, eh?
Very clever.
looking for that wine. Farewell.
Alright, well now I know where to bring the wine, I guess. Sort of happened upon it. Cool. Okay. Okay, I got this stuff. Okay. Where's this guy? Yeah, I guess I could run up there. Why not? Sure. Gotta do all the questings. Bowl Shrine, which I've already done. It's after me. Oh, the Timberwolf. Alright. Guard Valley Cave. Almost up to 50. Cool. There we go. You're now a journeyman of mysticism. Cool. Okay, we'll do this. Mysticism. Psychic motion. Telekinesis on target, okay. Also greater dispel. It's probably a little easy. Hello, Mr. Ogre. Nearly a master at acrobatics. Very close. Who are you?
Begone, stranger. I have business with Kinnereth's shrine, and I will not be disturbed. You seek training? If I were to aid you, you would first have to assist me. I would strip the creators of their works. You will help with this. Bring me 20 bear pelts as proof that you have helped tear nature asunder. Then we shall speak of spells and teaching.
Jeez,
Goodbye.
man. 20 bear pelts? That's a lot of bear pelts.
Stay away.
God damn. Okay. So where is the Shrine of Kinnereth? Is that nearby? I'm not even sure. There we go! After long, arduous hours of practicing jumping and controlling your falls, you've become a master of acrobatics. Your legs are harder than steel, greatly reducing fall damage. It now costs even less fatigue to jump. Alright, I am a master of the acrobatics. There you go. I have no need to jump ever again. Bears and wolves fight the... Fight the bandits, not me. Alright, where's my command creature? Whatever. Command creature on target. Dominate creature, that's it.
I'm crabs more fearsome than you!
Okay, it's not working. Worked on the wolf. Not on the bear, though. What about the scamps?
Jump on my sword while you can.
There we go, I can command my scamps to attack. Ah, I found yet another use for my scamps. Haha. Great. Fight, my scamps, fight! This is great.
Jump on my sword while you can!
Get 'em, scamps! Okay, so when I get spell making, one of the spells I'm gonna make is just like command creature, like an area of effect. That way I can make my scamps attack. Great. Oh man.
That's the best you can do!
Awesome. Awesome. Oh gosh. Alright, that works. a bear. Frickin' 20 bear pelts? Seriously, that's a lot of bear pelts. That weighs a lot. Can I bet I could. Command the deer. Yeah, I need a stronger command spell. Hey man, they could have asked for 21. Oh. Man, 20's enough. Here, I'm gonna try to command the deer. Yes! I have my own deer. Enwa's deer! Look at that, it's Enwa's deer. That's my deer. You would have had to carry more? That is Enwa's deer, man. Oh my gosh. I need to get a stronger command creature spell. I'll just start commanding all of the creatures everywhere. Is that a Spriggan? Yeah, it doesn't affect it. Can you ride the deer, your mighty steed, into battle? Oh man, I wish. I don't think so though. I don't think they're big enough. Also, I love that I can make my scamps attack. Oh man, that was so good. Gate to Oblivion. Is that a new one? Is that number 19? God damn it. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Even more use from the staff, yeah. Yeah, even more. Alright, scamps. There you go. Enwa's ever scamp. Let's go. Get 'em, scamps. Finish him. Hehe. Oh yeah, no, I can't. My spell's not strong enough to work on the Daedroth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this staff is great. I love this staff. I don't want to get rid of it. Like, it reduces my speed by 20, so I have 80 speed instead of 100. But like, do I really need 100? Like, the benefit of having these infinite scamps with me, I feel like far outweighs the detriment of losing 20 speed. I'm already really fast anyway. Oh, I gotta repair my stuff. Which means I am probably about to reach level... Oh my god. Level 100 in repair. There it is. Long days and nights at the forge make you strong and tough. You are now a master armorer. Your repair hammers do not wear out. One repair hammer lasts you a lifetime. There we go. Now I can just drop 25 of them. All I need is one. Look at this. Enwa is becoming a master of so many things. Go, my scamps. Go forth. He's killing the scamps. Since you only need one now, how much does it cost to repair everything forever? Well, a repair hammer's like 3 gold. So, 3? Let's see, so touch. Got paralyzed 10 seconds. There. Oh, no. And you were being charged how much that one time? God, I think it was like 6,000 gold or something. Yeah, I think it was like 6,000. Now it costs you 3, not even 3k or 300 or even a measly 30, but 3. Yep. 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 3. I wonder if I can get like a spell that like... Oh man, imagine if I could cast a spell that like fortifies strength on my scamps and commands. To like buff their strength up really high and make them fight for me. I bet that's possible. Armor's basically literally dirt cheap to repair. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I am officially tired of Oblivion gates. I wonder if those NPCs are masters as well and they spend only 3 gold but charge you 6,000? Probably. I bet they are. It's a scam. It's a freaking scam, man. you wish you were in Skingrad right now, don't you?
Hope we'll get to Skingrad soon. I've had enough of the wilderness for now.
Oblivion gates get repetitive, but not nearly as repetitive as dragon encounters in Skyrim.
I'll be right back. Can't wait to be back in
What do
Skingrad,
Oblivion
safe and
gates, dragons in Skyrim, and cliff racers have in common? It's like every Elder Scrolls game has its one irritating, annoying, repetitive thing that you have to deal with. In Morrowind, it's the cliff racers. In Oblivion, it's the gates. And in Skyrim, it's the dragons. They're everywhere. Oh, the dragons, yeah. Yeah, God. You know, I feel like the more time goes by, the less I like Skyrim. Wraiths and Daggerfall were early introduction. Major pain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and what was the most irritating enemy to deal with in Arena, Zeph? Since you had an entirely different experience to me, and nothing was irritating for me. Was it the liches? Anything magical? Okay. See, for me, it was the opposite. Like, if they used magic, then it was like, oh, hey, you get to replenish all my stuff. I get to heal, I get to refill my mana. Hey, Irish Gordo. This character's glorious! Just look at that hair! 10 out of 10 would be the champion. Meet Enwa. Happy Thursday to all. How you doing, Gordo? Skyrim's okay. It's a game for those who never played Oblivion or prior. Yeah. Yeah, I wish that Skyrim was so much more than it is. Oh, Enwa's running on his own. Okay. Hanging in there? What up? That was a troll. I shall paralyze! You are stunned! I have captured a soul. Huzzah. Just like that. Lord Enwa! Can you eat the souls? In a way. I use the souls to recharge my weapons, and yeah. So, like, when I attack using magical weapons, their magical energy gets depleted, and so I can put the souls into the magical weapons. Am I in Skingrad? How the hell did I end up in Skingrad? I wanted to go back to the Imperial City. What the hell? Alright, well. Delicious souls. Delicious souls. Alright, sorry Earthor. I know you can see Skingrad right there. It's literally right there, but we're not going to Skingrad. See? It's right there, but you know. Earthor, I've been dragging Earthor around for like the last, I don't know, 3 streams. Bland and derivative sell stadiums. Look at AC/DC compared to Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't really know Stevie Ray's music very much, so I can't really comment on that. But I get what you mean. He's amazing? Okay. I mean, Just look at all the Swifties, right? Oh, is that another Oblivion gate? Can do his work? Highly talented bluesy rock? Okay. Oh wait, no, this one already closed. Cool. So many Swifties. Yep. Hey, alright, you two can fight. Or, yeah, there you go. Died from a helicopter crash? Well, that sucks. Man, those helicopters are dangerous. A lot of people be dying in them. Oh yeah, why am I jumping? I'm at 100 acrobats. It won't level up anymore. I'm just doing it out of habit. You don't fly? Ever? Not even in an airplane? Especially these days? Oh man. I'm flying to Japan at the end of the month. Oof. It's a long flight. You flew once at 16? Yay, Japan! Yeah! Take photos? Alright. I'm sure I'll take lots. I haven't been there in like 12 years. I don't know how much it's changed. I don't know. Trolls. Well, that's 2 bear pelts. Are some souls more better for recharging the weapons than others? Yes. Yes. You can also use souls to enchant items. So like rings or armor or clothes or weapons. You can enchant them with various abilities using the souls. And so the souls, if I can go here, my soul gems. So black soul gems hold the souls of people. They're highly illegal and really quite terrible because it traps the soul of a person and keeps them from going to the afterlife, and then you just bind their soul into a piece of gear or something. Quite tragic. But then you have the grand soul gems, which are like the highest level of like the most powerful souls of various creatures or demons and things. And you have greater soul gems, which are, you know, a little lesser tier. Then you have the lesser soul gems, and I don't think I have one, but there's also common soul gem somewhere in there. So you got a few different levels of souls that have varying intensity of power that can be used to enchant your equipment or recharge your equipment. As soon as I finished the first half of the game, any time anything magic was on screen, hell, sometimes not even on screen, game pauses for half a second, then, "You were a fool to confront me," steps around a corner. "You were a fool to confront me," turns around 180, and before I even see anything, "You were a fool to confront me," literally loads a game sometime. "You were a fool to confront me." Frickin' Yeager Tharn, I swear. Oh, man. I like the Tears of Souls. Can you put the souls as, like, crafting things? Like, build a crown out of soul gems? Sort of. I mean, you can't, like, actually make the item, but if you take an item, like, say, what I have here. Like, I got these Daedric Cuirasses. That's, pretty high-level armor. Or the greaves, or the boots. Or, the gold-trimmed shoes. Or, like, the jeweled amulet. You know, you can find, like, anything that's unenchanted, and you can take it to, like, an enchanting station with a soul gem, and then you can add magical effects to it, and then give it some sort of magical power. Like, for example, these the Daedric Cuirass of Lifting here. I enchanted this one. So, what this does is, as long as I wear it, it gives me the magical effect of Feather 125 points, which allows me to carry an extra 125 pounds. So, I have Greaves of Lifting, Cuirass of Lifting, and Boots of Lifting. So altogether, they let me pick up like an extra 375 pounds that I wouldn't be able to carry otherwise. So yeah, I'm a pack mule. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could also enchant like a helmet with that. I could enchant my shield with that. I could enchant like a couple rings and an amulet with that. Like if I wanted to be super pack mule, I could. Yeah, I could probably do like 800 pounds or something. Pretty wild. Oh. Dead bandit. Hello. Okay. There's a dead bandit just hanging around here. It's kind of weird.
You look like one of the lowlifes that infest this place.
Alright.
Move along.
Managed to kill a single lich somehow once, but most of the time I barely survived running past them. Sometimes I had to run from point A to B, then save before moving to B to C. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Irish Gordo. 5 gift subs all at once? Holy moly, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry I don't have any of my, like, fancy graphics or effects and stuff, because I'm streaming straight off the PS5 right now. I don't have OBS and any of that, but... Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Yeah, so Zeph, yeah, I see the liches never bothered me, because you know I had the Atronach effect essentially. So anything that they cast at me, I would just absorb it until my mana was full, and then I would use that mana to cast my 2000 HP shield, and so. If I wasn't absorbing it, it was getting hit by the shield. They couldn't hardly do anything to me. Then I would just cast my Death Blast at him for like 800 damage and one-shot him. You should have played Arena as a mage, I guess. What time is it? 2 a.m. Alright, I'm going to quick save here. We're going to sneak. Do some sneak. Earthor is oh. Okay, I'm going to cast on self. Yeah, not doing that again in Daggerfall. Okay. Yeah, you can make a really broken character in Daggerfall as well. Probably even more so than Arena.
You're not.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Take the Ice Staff. I hear a Nirnroot. There's a Nirnroot. There's the Nightstand. I slid the note into the Nightstand, now to get the staff back to Methridel. Alright. There we go. Get out of here.
Sorry, friend.
Oh.
Hello, Master Wizard.
What's new with you?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott.
What does the staff do? Frost damage 10 points, light 30 seconds, and chameleon 1% for 30 seconds. That is a weird series of effects. But it's a cool staff. Homer's icy staff.
Out of
Yes,
Imperial goods.
exactly. The icy staff of Homer. Alright, let's get the staff to Methridel.
You have my ear, citizen.
Methridel, I have bring to you a staff. Can you shoot arrows super far and hit enemies halfway across the map? Maybe. I mean, the arrows have their own physics, so like if you could increase the power of like from a cliff downward. Yeah, I mean like you could shoot straight up into the air and then watch where the arrow comes down. It'll come down eventually. I'm not sure. Oh, I heard it. I heard it. You heard that click? I fell down somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, you can shoot the arrows pretty far. Yeah, so that click was the arrow hitting the pavement.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if the Council is in session.
I have no idea. See, watch for that arrow. Oh! The hell? Did it land on top of me? Did I shoot myself? Makes me think of the video I think I sent you. The person shooting at the dragon, but it hit some faraway rabbit. Oh. Yeah. There was also that video with the, in Oblivion, with the, frickin', the Adoring Fan, where he shoots the arrow into the sky, and then, like, steps back a couple feet. Oh, it did the kill cam thing? I don't know if you sent me that. So if I shoot this straight up, and then step back like that, let's see. Oh, it just missed. Okay. Okay, so let's try this. Yeah, I guess it gets destroyed because it hits the pavement so hard. Because the damage from the object increases with the speed of the object.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, there we go. I hit him.
It's
I hit him.
all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Pay your fine, or I haul you away. Then pay with your blood.
I accept your surrender.
What, we're fine? We're all fine? That's good. I guess we're fine. Okay. I think I'll reload just anyway. But yeah, that's how the arrow thing, sort of. Oh, the hell? Why did I take damage? Reload's glorious. Alright, let's go find Mithridel.
Speak.
Mithril? Like the armor? No, Mithridel.
Hail, good
It's
citizen.
the name of an elf. She's a thief.
The plan should work with the Shadow's blessing.
I'm glad you're here. We have work to do.
I got the staff.
You have the ice staff?
Yep, here it is.
Excellent. Yours is the last item on the list. Now, we just
I was
wait
the
for
last
the
one?
powers that be to pull the plug on Hieronymus Lex's siege.
What do we do while we wait?
Good question. I want you to spy on Hieronymus Lex. Make sure you stay close enough to overhear any conversations. Sooner or later, they will order him to return the guards to their original posts. When that happens, come and tell me.
Alright. Sure.
Shadow hide you.
Alright, hold on a second. Charlie's scratching at the door. He wants in again.
What is it?
Hello there.
Have you ever spoken to Rasan about learning to be an armorer?
I'd rather have someone else just repair it. I'd hate to have to take time to repair my armor when I'm doing something else.
So I've heard.
Be seeing you.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
My pleasure, really.
I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox, too. I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox, too. I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox, too.
Fine greetings to you.
I see you're a follower of the Grey Fox, too.
Alright, I'm back. Okay.
Good to see you.
Both
What's
of you
Mithridel
from the
gonna do
Arcane
with Homer's
University
icy
is looking
stick?
for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Ailes.
So, this was a Mages Guild quest, and what the hell? Oh god! Oh no! My water! Oh crap! I just spilled my water all over my chair and my shirt, and everything is wet. It was going glug 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 glug, water everywhere. All right, hold on. Gotta deal with it. Oh, that sucks. Oh man. At least it's just water. Hey, Charlie. Oh man, now it's just water everywhere. Oh gosh. Okay, well, guess I'm sitting on a towel now. Ugh. Come on, chair. Come on, Charlie. Come on, up. Up. Get up. I'm not gonna pick you up. You gotta get up yourself. There you go. Okay, alright. Alright, I just changed my shirt and took the blanket out. Okay, anyway, what I was gonna say was that, the Imperial Guard is, like, well, one Imperial Guard captain in particular is hunting for the Grey Fox, who is the leader of the Thieves Guild, and he's, like, obsessed with finding the Grey Fox. And so he is using all of the guards under his command pretty much to occupy the waterfront, which is like the poor people district, and they're just totally shaking down the entire district and trying to, like, really screwing with the Thieves Guild there, trying to find the Grey Fox. And basically this was a job by the Thieves Guild to steal a bunch of prominent artifacts all at the same time and say, hey, we're gonna keep stealing from you if you don't, you know, guard your stuff. So take your guards off of our turf and guard your own stuff, basically. Trying to get the higher-ups above Hieronymus Lex, who's the guard captain, to tell him to pull his stuff out of the waterfront and start sending his men to protect, like, the important artifact stuff. You know, protect the rich people's houses or whatever. So it's basically just kind of a plan by the Thieves Guild to get the guard to lay off their territory. I don't think Mithridel actually really cares that much about the staff itself. It was just a matter of, you know, stealing something important. Also, I'll catch up on the chat here. So Zeph says, oh good, glad her name is partially spelled like the actual thing, like you used the original thing to make some spin-off thing that is worse. You think meth is bad? Mithridel is even worse. Wada chair? Wet Metroid hatchling contest? Yeah. How's the game? Hey, Frederico. Doing well. I was just describing the Thieves Guild quest that we were just doing. How are you doing? Welcome in. Gotta protect them rich folks. Sounds true to life. Ha ha ha. Sadly. Cry emoji. Oh man, hey. Irish Gordo gifted a tier 1 sub to Frederico. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
I've heard others say the same.
The King and Queen Tavern isn't a bad place to...
Joins in and immediately gets gifted a sub. Thank you, Gordo. Where the hell am I going? Let's see, quest. Damn, Gordo. Gordo's the goat. Gordo the goat. Okay, oh yeah, I need to... okay, I'm gonna get to the waterfront. And... that's Talos Plaza. It's the Palace. Elven Gardens. Temple District. Where am I? I want to go to the temple. Alright. Alrighty, Gordo. So let's get down to the waterfront and watch Hieronymus Lex. See what he does. Man, I'm so annoyed I spilled that water everywhere. God. go watch Hieronymus Lex. Should be right out here, I think.
Carry on, soldier.
Is that a Dremora?
I'm looking for the Grey Fox. So, what can you tell mages send a foul Daedra to deliver a simple note when an honest footman would have done? All right, men. We've been ordered back to our posts. I smell the dirty hand of the Grey Fox behind this.
I am so confused. What the hell just happened? While spying on Hieronymus Lex, I saw Dremora deliver a note to him. Lex has begun moving his watchmen out of the waterfront. I think this is the signal for me to report back to Methridel. Lex dropped the note.
You're out late, sir.
He smelled a dirty hand?
Move along, speak.
Yeah. Hieronymus Lex, your vendetta against the Grey Fox has cost the Arcane University dearly. You commandeered the guards patrolling our property. In their absence, someone stole a valuable artifact from the university. We demand that you return all guards to their posts immediately. If you do not do this, we'll be forced to bring the matter to the attention of your superior, Romanus Polis, the Arcane University. Yeah, the rich people want their guards back. But yeah, this is the poor people district. So in the actual like lore, like everything is so scaled down for the game because it's, you know, a game that was designed to play on the Xbox 360. So you have what, 7 houses? 7 houses makes up the waterfront district. Yeah, it's no. In the lore, the waterfront district is massive. Like, it's probably a few thousand people. With, like, thousands of shacks just all along the coast here. Also, the Imperial City probably has over 1 million people in the lore. The good old days, yeah. But, you know, since this is an Xbox 360 game, we get 7 houses.
It's you.
Wonder if they would ever do like an actual remake eventually someday in like 50 years. Who knows? Alright, well I gotta go talk to Methridel again, so I guess I'll do that. I also gotta get my mysticism up. AI will make it in 50 years? Ugh. I don't want some nasty AI built garbage, man. Ugh. What do I need? Block and hand-to-hand need increased. Marksman. Blunt weapon could use some leveling. Okay, restoration I gotta get up. Conjuration's almost up. I guess I could finish that off. Okay, mysticism. Okay, restoration. So let's do, I guess, summon Dremora. I'll just do this up to, we'll get this up to, oh, okay, it's 88, not 90. Oh, because I have the ring on. Okay. But still, I can.
It's you. The hero. This is.
It's you. You have my ear, citizen.
right?
The Grey Fox
Methrodel.
protects you.
I'm
Oh, you
glad
finished
you're
Gateway.
here.
Nice.
We have work to do.
What's your opinion? You like it?
I didn't think much about him when I first joined the Thieves Guild. Lately, I've been hearing odd things, though. That gray cowl he wears was stolen from Nocturnal herself. Can you imagine
You
having
like
the
it?
nerve
Cool.
to steal from a Daedric lord?
Do you plan on reading any of the sequels? How far are you? Not very far. I'm still pretty early into the first book. I've been reading a lot, but not like a lot of fiction lately. Mostly been reading like political science type stuff. Thinking about it? Cool.
He's been ordered to evacuate the waterfront. Excellent. I have one last task for you. As a sign of good faith, the Thieves Guild needs to return Fromir's ice staff to the Arcane University. However, the wizards are not to be trusted. I'm sure they are watching for us to put it back where you got it. They would have no qualms about killing you once they had the ice staff back. Instead, I want you to put Fromir's ice staff into Ontus Vannin's safe chest. He keeps one in his home. Ontus is a former university researcher.
Then you pay me?
Greedy bastard, aren't you? I like that in a thief. You'll have to see Scriva about that. I'm just running the scam.
Alright, so we're, I guess, giving the staff back.
Shadow hides you.
Okay. Ontus Vannin. Okay. Let's see, like what? I'm in search of a new book? Okay, see, I've been reading, quite a bit of Lenin and, Marx and some Rosa Luxemburg and, I don't know, a lot of just, like, general stuff kind of in that vein. I got a bunch of Malcolm X stuff too. That's been kind of interesting, like his autobiography. Just a little light Lenin and Marx. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to work my way through Capital, but that's a dense book. That is a very dense book. It's good, but yeah, takes a lot of focus. I'm pretty far through a book on the fall of the Soviet Union. It's called Socialism Betrayed, I believe. That one's been pretty interesting. It kind of goes into detail about sort of the events leading up to the dissolution of the Soviet Union and kind of what was going on and the economics of things over there and the politics that were kind of like how things sort of changed throughout the decades leading up to it. That one's been pretty interesting. What's the consensus on its fall? It's a rat or a crab. Don't know much about it. Well, I mean, it's kind of a complex topic, I guess. But a lot of it had to do with kind of the economics, with the what they referred to as like the shadow economy, where there was the I don't know why I'm going out here. I need to go back in the city. Of like, because you had the like main sort of official state economy where, you know, things were planned and regulated and whatever. But the, I don't know, kind of a lot of the bureaucracy of the system led to a lot of corruption and like managers and stuff like basically misappropriating state goods and you know, using them to kind of build their own essentially capitalist empires, feeding off of the national socialist system. So that was kind of, it kind of grew out of control because the state basically just didn't even acknowledge that it existed and just ignored it and ignored it and ignored it until it became quite large, to the point where you actually had like full-on capitalist exploitation happening in some parts. But like, you know, they were like feeding off of the state, which wasn't good.
What is it, citizen?
That kind of, I guess, combined with the more liberal attitude of the leaders of the time, who, you know, like Gorbachev, who were a lot less, you'd say, like hardcore communist or like, you know, devoted to the socialist ideals or anything. They're just very kind of like, let people do what they want. I don't know. And that definitely had a lot of a weakening effect on things. How do communist elections work? Basically, it from what I understand, I'm still pretty much a noob at like trying to understand this stuff. But basically, you have like local workers, essentially worker councils, where they'll get together and they'll like elect a leader on a regional level, and then you have like different sort of levels where they can elect each other up.
What is it, citizen?
Yeah, so, and it also drastically is different depending on what certain system, because the Soviet Union was very much what they refer to nowadays as, you know, Stalinist, very bureaucratic. There's a based on like a bureaucratic elite type of thing, and you know, a lot more authoritarian than like a communist system should be. Because I mean, it's supposed to be just democratically run, but you know, like anything, any sort of democracy can fall into authoritarianism. It doesn't really have anything to do, in my opinion, with communism or capitalism. You can have a capitalist dictator, or you can have a capitalist democracy, but it's kind of the same thing with socialism. But socialism is
Hail, good citizen.
a little bit more focused on a democratic system, I find. It's just, we haven't really had many good examples to go from in recent history. Once they're elected, is there checks and balance? Yes, there should be.
My ear.
Like any government, there should be. But yes, Stalin is very much known for questionable acts. Yeah, and yeah. Do I need to go in there? No.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Oh no, I need to go in there, but Okay. But yeah, you can, it's one political philosophy you haven't studied. Okay. Well, I think it's worth looking into. I mean, it's interesting, if nothing else. I love history stuff, so. Yeah. But yeah, you can also kind of, I've been doing a lot of, with the reading, kind of seeing sort of the difference between the, sorry, it's hard to do two things at once. The like Tsarist empire that you had in Russia versus the post-revolutionary period under Lenin, and then the post-Lenin Stalinist period. It's interesting kind of comparing the three and sort of how they worked and whatever. Yeah, well, it's interesting to look into. Generally pro-capitalist, so you don't hate me now. I mean, I don't really hate anyone. Oh, no, I did not want to drop my hammer. Ooh. Okay. I don't think this is where I want to be.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
Damn it.
Here's the procedure.
Alright.
Children are starving.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. Like I said, I'm still kind of a noob when it comes to this stuff, I feel like. But I do find it very interesting. I'm just curious. So the French Revolution was like a proto-communist revolution? Ever think about that? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was more of a bourgeois revolution, where the capitalist class was revolting against the monarchy, essentially, which is kind of a lot of what happened around that time. You had the English Revolution that happened around the same time. I believe that also was part of the English Civil War or something. But yeah, definitely similar to that. I just read a book about Beethoven that was kind of interesting, and how he was, very, very excited by the French Revolution, and like hoping that things would finally change. And then when Napoleon kind of took over in the chaos, he was extremely upset. His third symphony was supposed to be dedicated to Napoleon, because he was like a very prominent soldier in the revolutionary movement, essentially. who Beethoven was very inspired by at the time, but then when he essentially like made himself king, Beethoven was like furious. It's an interesting little like book. That's the great irony: overthrow the monarchy, elect an emperor. Silly French. Yeah, it's unfortunate how that happened. That was... oh, man. Yeah, and then the kind of reaction that the rest of Europe had to the French Revolution was just, like, tightening their hold on their own countries, like, even more so, and, like, it was a rough time. Like, all of them were terrified that there was going to be, like, that the revolution would spread, essentially. Kind of like the Arab Spring back in, like, 2013 or whatever, when revolutions were just happening all over the Middle East. Don't blame them after all the executions. Yeah. Well. What am I doing here? To put the staff in a chest in his house? Like any chest, or... oh, this chest. Okay. Break into this guy's house to give him something rather than to steal something.
What is it, citizen? Speak.
Okay, so now I need to get down to Breville. Yeah, I guess I gotta go to Breville for both of those things, so I suppose I'll just do that. The Communism more of a revolution handbook than a way of life handbook, but I need to read more? Well, there's a lot of revolutionary theory, which, you know, goes into the idea of, like, how to conduct a revolution, how to organize people, how to, you know, build, what's the word? The word is, God, I don't know why I'm blanking on the word, but like essentially building, like, communities of people who support each other so that they can support each other rather than depending on the system that is, you know, exploiting them or whatever. And being able to organize, like strikes, or, you know, some kind of what they call direct action against, I don't know, against capitalists or whatever. That, you know, a lot of it's to do with, like, workplace kind of job stuff, like strikes and things. But yeah, generally that kind of stuff. There's definitely a lot of texts on that, but there is also quite a bit that, you know, talks about, like, how a society should be run and how the government should be set up and all that. I mean, it's a very deep field of study. like I said, I'm kind of a noob at reading this, but I am interested, so... Been reading what I can. What got you into it? I think the main thing that got me into reading it was honestly the war in Ukraine. I spent like over a year trying to figure out like what the hell was actually happening. A field so deep it's dug out into a giant hole. What? Oh. Oh. What? Wait, what? I have no idea what you're saying, Zeph. Yeah, basically just trying to, yeah, I spent like a year trying to figure out what was going on in Ukraine, because I really wanted to have a good understanding of the situation. Zeph speaking in riddles, I guess. Yeah. Is that all the info? It's a whole field of stuff and it's deep? Oh, okay. I get it, alright. Oh my gosh. Freaking bandits, man. Ugh. But yeah, secretly a Sphinx IRL, gotta speak in riddles. There you go, yeah. You have an old history book called... An old book called History of Russia? Probably like it. Sure, yeah, I mean, I love history. And I have a particular interest in Russia and Ukraine, because my grandparents came from Ukraine, so like my family is Ukrainian, although I am very Americanized. Like I don't speak Ukrainian or anything, or Russian. Practically the same thing, but yeah.
Amuse sends his regards.
But yeah, basically kind of like one thing leading to another. The more I learn, the more I kind of have been disgusted with what was going on and with the system and what the US has done, and I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hieronymus Lex has left the waterfront. Well done. Methradel's report tells me that you have done well. You have earned your reward. I am promoting you to Cat Burglar, which means you can use Luciana Galena Abreville as your fence. Congratulations on your new rank.
Alright, I'm a cat burglar now. Cool.
I have need of a very special book, The Lost Histories of Tamriel. The cat burglar Theranos was sent hunting in Skingrad for this book. However, Theranos has not been seen since. The Gray Fox himself hunts for this book. I need you to find Theranos. Help Theranos bring back this book. If Theranos is unwilling or unable, bring back the book yourself. Are you agreeable?
I guess I'm agreeable.
That is good. Go to Skingrad. The trail starts there.
Alright.
Shadow, hide the hunter.
Oh. Okay. American hatchling. Hopefully the war ends soon. Yeah, I think it will. I think it was incredibly unnecessary, but the West wanted to hand Russia a defeat so that they could have their way with the rest of Eastern Europe and break it apart and exploit it like they did in Yugoslavia. Yeah, so they provoked this war. It's been ongoing for, God, practically since the fall of the Soviet Union. But especially since the coup back in 2013. Breville recommendation, that's what I need to do. Yeah.
What exactly do you want?
Yeah, so try to put it simply, because this is, sorry, I'm usually not very good at, like, you know, speaking about complex matters on Twitch. I'm better at typing, a lot better at typing, but basically, if I can just sort of sum it up, around 2013, the pro-Russia government was replaced during essentially a coup with a pro-Western government. And
someone will show up and lend a hand. Indeed.
They started a process of like anti-Russian kind of propaganda sort of thing. It was a very kind of like right-wing government that was very like how to put it, well, so the western part of Ukraine is a lot more of, you know, what they speak of, like, is the Ukrainian language. It's a little bit different than Russian, but I mean, Ukraine and Russia are like culturally identical. Like, during the old Russian Empire that lasted like 800 years or whatever, like the capital was in Kiev. Like, you know, that's how kind of intertwined they are. Like, their cultural and language is very, very intertwined. What they were kind of trying to do was, well, they made Russian like illegal to speak in some cities, and they banned like Russian films and Russian books and things like that. Very just like anti-Russian type of laws. And the eastern part of Ukraine is primarily Russian speaking, and, you know, Russian people. I mean, the difference between Russia and Ukraine is like Texas and Oklahoma. You know, they're practically the same. There might be some differences, but very, very, very close. And so there's been conflict there for the past 10 years in eastern Ukraine with, oh boy, I don't have like the materials in front of me to, like, you know, cite sources and whatever, but you had a lot of people who were very unhappy with the way things were going, and so you had a lot of very intense protests and movements against the new government, particularly in the east. And there were a lot of neo-Nazi gangs that were essentially given like full-on support by the Ukrainian government to put down these protests, because when they sent in the army, the Ukrainian army, the army didn't want to, fire on citizens. They didn't want to fight just regular people or whatever. It was like, no, we're not going to do this. This is ridiculous. And so basically they said, okay, well, we're going to use the fascist gangs. And like for the past 10 years, the gangs have been the official police force in eastern Ukraine. And they have been doing really horrible, horrible stuff to the Russian people in eastern Ukraine. And attacking Jewish people, attacking the communist offices, and like setting fire to buildings and blocking people from leaving, just, that kind of really horrible shit. And when the Soviet Union, like in the late kind of the late part of the Soviet Union, before it even collapsed, Ukraine was an independent part of the Soviet Union. Like, Ukraine even had its own seat at the UN, despite being part of the USSR. But during, like, the time when, the Berlin Wall came down and German reunification and all that, they signed a bunch of treaties, like, with NATO and the Warsaw Pact countries, signing these treaties saying that, like, okay, we will disband the Warsaw Pact, essentially, if you will not move further east. Like, there will be no mobilization east of Berlin, essentially, like the old border. And so they, the treaties were signed, whatever. But since then, those treaties have been ignored, and there's NATO and U.S. like military bases and missile bases and stuff that have been pushed further than Germany, and the bombing of Yugoslavia by NATO, where they just went in and just totally screwed that place up, and then like broke the country apart. Ukraine was kind of, I guess, for Russia, a bit of like the last straw. Like, no, we aren't. Like, you're right on our doorstep, essentially. It's like if I don't know, like if China came in and tried to take over Texas, but it's that kind of thing where it's like, well, how pissed off the United States was when the Soviet Union was putting up missiles in Cuba. Like, it's literally the same thing, where you're putting missiles right on their doorstep. So, I mean, this has been going on for a long time, where Russia has been saying, no, Ukraine will not join NATO. Ukraine promised, wrote a treaty saying that they would remain neutral. They wouldn't join NATO, they wouldn't, redo the Warsaw Pact, they would have neutrality. And, the NATO has been pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get, more and more countries as part of it to, expand and put more pressure on Russia. And essentially what happened that started this like a recent conflict is Russia had sent in, all the tanks and whatever, but it wasn't an invasion. It was basically like a parade, like a show of force type of thing, because the tanks were all, in a straight line, essentially, just driving down the road. Most of them were not equipped with, like, fully, battle ready or whatever, like loaded or, had guns really even set up. It was mostly just like, hey, we're serious, stop this crap. Like, we will protect the people of Eastern Ukraine if we need to, or whatever. And, they were fired on. Presumably, I don't have the details, but presumably by the Nazi gangs who were likely ordered by whatever organization was behind them, probably like the CIA or something, because they saw this as, a great opportunity to start the war, where you could get Ukraine to fight the war against Russia for them. We send a bunch of weapons to Ukraine, and we try to hand them a defeat like we did with Afghanistan, where we funded the now they're called the Islamic terrorists, whatever, like Al Qaeda and whatever, like Osama bin Laden. We were giving them tons of weapons and stuff to fight the Soviets because, we wanted a proxy war, and to hand them a defeat to give us a better negotiating position, and kind of be able to push them around. So, yeah, I feel that there was really no other option from Russia, and Russia had been very, in my opinion, very, like, held back, and very, like, committed to making compromises and, like, just sort of making peace and just dealing with things. Particularly since Russia is not the Soviet Union anymore. They are a capitalist nation now. And, from their point of view, they didn't want any conflict with the West. But things have been pushed so far that it's like, well, what else can they do at that point, I think? Just open a missile base in Poland? Yeah, that kind of stuff, that is very scary to, like, World War III almost happened because of the missile base in Cuba. And, we managed to get the Soviets to take it down, and then that cooled things off. It's the same frickin' thing. If Ukraine's an independent state, why is Russia dictating Ukraine policy? That would be your main question. Well, the thing is, Ukraine isn't really an independent state. If it was, like, if the government was actually dictated by the people, like if it was a democracy, like a proper democracy, then yeah, I think Russia would have no grounds to say whatever Ukraine wants to do. However, the thing is, since that coup back in 2013, Ukraine has been essentially a right-wing, like, vassal state of the United States, and using very extreme measures against its own people, like to the point where they were like freaking bombing their own people back around 2014, 2015. Like bombing their own cities. And you know, in that case, especially since the people that they're primarily targeting are Russians, I think that it's very hard for Russia to not, you know, take some sort of a stance in that.
Fine greetings to you.
Interesting perspective. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I can explain it a lot better, I think, in like
Hello,
text.
associate.
If you wanted to talk about it more, but and if I have time to, you know, like pull up the sources and whatnot to show you. I'm just kind of going off memory right now while jumping around in Oblivion.
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner.
Here's your
Thank
staff
you.
back.
You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it. Your actions for the guild more than merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly. And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Comes down to it, Ukraine's in a bad spot because it has resources that Russia wants, but the current US admin wants them too. If it was truly about how Zelensky being a Nazi or whatever BS narrative Putin sold his people, the war would have ended in a week with all of Ukraine carpet bombed. In my opinion, if Russia seriously wanted to invade, like at the start, like from the start, like they would have taken Kiev in just a couple days if they had actually like done a straight blitzkrieg invasion, which they did not do. You know, they did not invade the country. They were just doing a parade, essentially, like, you know, like when Teddy Roosevelt sailed the U.S. Navy around the world to show off the power of America. That's basically what they were doing, and they were fired on. That's your take? They also played their hand in how decrepit their military's become? Who, Russia? Russia's got, like, the most powerful military pretty much in the world at this point. When did Roosevelt do that? That was shortly after he became president. Teddy Roosevelt. You can look it up. I don't remember the year. But no, I mean, like, Russia's pretty much like stronger than ever after this point, especially after 3 years of hard combat. Like, they have the only military that's actually had real practical modern warfare experience. I mean, that's the Russian mentality. Like, that's been their strategy for, God, I don't know, 200 years. Like, using artillery and just bombarding a place and moving very slowly and methodically, like that has always been like the Russian military strategy. They seem to be attempting attrition. They have fighters and bombers that could level Kiev right now. Very few wars end in total surrender. Well, haven't they? I don't think they want to level Kiev. I don't think they want to... I don't think they want to destroy it. I mean, they're just moving slowly, because at this point, it seems like they've basically, it's just like a matter of time. Like, they've basically won the war. And especially if the US is, pulling out aid and whatnot. Didn't Russia feed North Korean soldiers into that meat grinder too? I have no idea about that. I have no idea if North Korea sent soldiers there or not. I'll look into it. Hard to judge from afar. Yeah. And with the amount of misinformation there is on both sides, it can... I mean, that's why I spent over a year trying to figure out an opinion on it, because there's a lot. There's a lot of crap. A lot of lies. A lot of bullshit. I think it's going to be a little bit hard to say, like, as far as, like, current events of what is actually happening, like, say, in the past year or whatever, until after the fact. They always say the first casualty of war is the truth. And, it can be very hard to get an idea of what is actually happening.
Please, I'm in desperate need of help. I don't suppose... Yes, I'm the one looking for my friend. His name is Henantier. If you find him, I'll be glad to offer you a sizable reward. I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments. And, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you, as you seem like you wish to help. Henantier isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him.
Why the deception?
Well, Henantier's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for summary dismissal. The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Henantier's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret. If word gets out, he'll be dismissed.
Alright, just want the
Great.
reward.
Whatever suits you and gets me Henantier back suits me just fine. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please, do hurry.
Giddy that the new pope's name is Bob. Oh, is it? Bob from... Is he from Chicago? What? No way. He's got to be Italian, right? Is he really from Chicago? He's American? Oh my gosh. That's surprising. Hispanic, you believe? Huh. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I haven't looked into that at all. Hispanic American.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Thought he was part Italian.
I've heard others say.
Through a nightmare darkly.
The same.
Heard any news from the other? Are you ready to follow me to Henantier?
Maybe he's both. Could be.
Fantastic. Let's be off then.
How does the day greet you, friend?
You're in good where are we going?
Friend.
Spanish and Franco-Italian descent. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, what are we looking for?
Well, as you can see, Henantier's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
Okay.
I told him that trying to travel into one's own dreams is risky, but as usual, he didn't listen to me. Always has to do things his way. Henantier constructed a magical device he called the Dream World Amulet. With this device, one can enter his own mind and experience dreams.
Anyone can dream.
True, but this is different. When you enter your dreams with the amulet, you're in full command of a dreamlike replica of yourself. All your thoughts, your skills, and your talents travel there with you. Think of it as exploring a new land, but a land within your own mind. Henantier created the amulet to see if he could use his dreams as a training ground to help better himself. I don't know all of the details, but the amulet is a conduit to get to that training ground. It's been 3 days, and he's been stuck in his dreams. I've watched him all that time, and he hasn't been up at all. The only way to save him is to put on the Dream World Amulet and go to sleep. Only then can you hopefully find out what's happened in there.
Why me? Why haven't you tried?
I fear that anyone he knows won't be able to help him in there. Since I'm in his memories, he may dismiss me as a figment of his dreams. The only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams. When you're ready to do this, I'll give you the amulet. Only I know the secret way it can be removed from his neck.
Okay.
You'll have to be very careful in there. If Henantier intended it as a training ground, there's no telling what you may encounter.
You got stuck? Who says I won't get stuck too? I'm not going in.
My poor Henantier. I shudder to think what's happened to him in there. Don't take this sojourn lightly. The recesses of the mind can be the darkest place of all.
Alright. I'm gonna make a save here real quick. Okay, so let's put on... Where is it? It's not there, is it? Right, no? Need to put on the amulet and go to sleep. Okay, just... no. Am I just missing it? Still got those boots for flying? That's a different game. That was Morrowind. But yeah, I do have the boots in Morrowind. Oh lol. Yeah, no, this is Oblivion. That was Elder Scrolls 3, this is Elder Scrolls 4. So do I... This isn't the Naravarine, he can't fly. Yeah, different game. Okay, where the hell is it?
Are you prepared to enter?
Oh, okay, I guess. Here we go.
Please, use the extra bed here. If you sleep too far from Henantir, it may not work. I'll watch over you both to make sure you're safe. Oh my, I almost forgot. Henantir once told me that if he's killed in his dreams, anyone that's in there with him will die as well. So do be careful.
Oh, well that sucks. Alright. Okay.
Now
Now she gave me the amulet.
How?
Alright. Got the amulet now. Dreamworld amulet.
I wish I could go with you.
Sleep. I've entered Henantir's dream world. Oh. To my surprise, I've arrived naked except for the amulet. Just a little detail. Not only am I unarmed, but also I've discovered that the amulet is preventing me from using magic. I'll have to explore this strange place in hopes of finding something to defend myself with. Nice, even more reason to not go in.
My word.
Oh, but the scamps came with me!
Are you real?
And Earthor. I like how Earthor's in here with me. And Earthor's got his stuff. What the hell? Oh yeah, I wanted to see what the active effects were. Why the hell is he even there? I don't know. Okay, I have silence from the Dreamworld amulet. Okay.
I've lost my way. This place looks so familiar, but I can't remember.
My chin made it through.
Can you help me?
It did.
This place is so strange. Dream world, you say? It's more like a nightmare. I don't like this place at all. I feel like I shouldn't be here. There must be an exit around here somewhere. I'd explore this place, but I'm afraid I just don't have the courage to do so. How could I be so careless? What's the matter with me? I know I've lost something. Yes, that's it. I've lost many things in this strange place. Would you please help me?
Is he a dream version of your own dream or something? Inception?
Have you found
gosh.
an exit?
Your dream of him? Another person's dream?
I hope we'll get to Skingrad soon. I've had enough of the wilderness for now.
Even in my dreams, he's... If I tell him to wait here and then leave the dream, like, will he be trapped in the dream world forever? Oh my god.
Okay, if you say so. I can't wait to be back in Skingrad, safe and sound.
I'm not sure. Science, you must test it. Alright, I'll try it. Test of perception?
We must get out of this place.
We have test of patience. Got a torch. I got pants. There we go. Enwa has pants. And bread. Test of resolve. I know all these tests. What is the Star Fox Adventure? Oh man.
We must get out of this place.
I'm gonna go to the test of patience first. Alright. Mysterious scroll. Yeah. Alright then. Ah. Trap. Oh. God. Okay, there was like an invisible wall. Couldn't quite. Can I just... No, no. What if I jump down? Oh, I die. Okay. Test of combat, fear, knowledge, observation, and strength were the tests? Oh, were they? Okay. That's funny. Oh, and there's no door, so I can't go back. Alright. Okay. Oh. I guess that works. Sure. Okay. I don't think they expected me to have 100 acrobatics in this place. Like some of the test names here made you think of Star Fox or Star Fox Adventures, because of those extra few like knowledge and observation. Who are all the little goblins? Those are my Everscamps. So what happened is, actually, I don't even have it with me. I don't have the staff with me, so I don't know why they're still following me. But yeah, basically, this lady bought a staff because she liked to collect rare magical items from some traveler dude, and then she activated the staff, and it turned out that the staff was a joke by the mad god Sheogorath, where you cannot drop the staff. Like, you can't get rid of the staff. And as long as you carry the staff, these 4 scamps will follow you around everywhere. And they won't attack you. They won't really do anything. They just follow you. And the staff slows you down by like 20 points. And so this lady was stuck in her house, afraid to leave because she had these scamps following her. And she was like, dang it, I can't go anywhere with these things. People will think that I've become a Daedra worshipper or something. Even if you want to get rid of it, someone has to accept it. Yeah, the only way to get rid of it is for someone else to take it. And so I took it from her, and now I have these scamps following me, and I kind of like it, and I found a lot of good uses for them. They're pretty handy to have around. By default, they don't like attack enemies for you, but I do have like command creature spells that will force them to be on my side and like fight my enemies. So I got that. I can also kill them with my Umbra sword and capture their souls. And if you kill them, another one immediately replaces it. So it respawns, essentially. So you have infinite Everscamps. Like, if they die, like this guy, watch out. Alright, I punched him, he's dead. And sounds like a win-win, yeah. So when he disappears, should have another one. Yep, there we go. So he's back. There you go. So yeah, they constantly, you kick Bill. It's okay. He's fine. yeah, so, there you go. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with them, and they're great targets for, like, practicing magic on. doing all kinds of stuff like that. Very handy. Also, I like how I'm just bypassing the entire... Oh god. Entire thing with my... power of my leaping. Alright, I got the element of patience. Located the element of patience. This must be one of the things that Henantier misplaced. Losing this attribute of his mind must be what's making him so confused. If I can find all the elements and bring them back to him, it should restore his sanity and help him awaken. I should continue searching for other elements if I ever intend to leave this.
We must get out of this place.
Basically, it was dumb for that lady to get rid of the staff, and it was dumb for the guy to sell it to her for cheap. Yeah, and so I have a quest here. Here, I'll show you it. It's called Whom Gods Annoy. So I'm hearing strange report of odd noises and smells coming from Rosentia's house here in Leowyn. Rosentia has told me she acquired a strange Daedric staff. After trying to examine it, she inadvertently summoned some scamps. Now the things follow her wherever she goes. Worse still, the staff seems cursed and she cannot drop it, sell it, or get rid of it. She implored me to help her find a way to get rid of the curse. Elvis Lenim identified the curse staff as the staff of the Everscamp. The only way to rid oneself of the staff is someone else willingly accepts it. Finally, she pointed out, the only way to fully break the curse would be to return it to where it came from, Darkfathom Cave. I willingly accepted the staff. The scamps are now under my escort. I should hasten to Darkfathom Cave and be rid of these annoying creatures. Also, mate, you passed the test as intended. It's a test of patience where you have to clear it with patience, which you did. You patiently leveled acrobatics to 100. True. Guess that is true. Alright, let's do the test of perception. Perceive. Okay, I already have a torch. Teach them to make tea and cookies. I really should. Where's the other ones? I only see 2 of them. What am I looking for? Hello. Oh, poison gas. Oh, I'm dead. Start a bakery, earn some extra gold. Yeah, we'll call it the Everscamp Bakery. I gotta get a better name than that. Everscamp. Bread of the Everscamp. Scamp cakes. Ever Bakery? Something like that. So this is just like a whole bunch of traps. This is great. I kind of want to activate them. See what happens. Oh, okay. Easy enough. I've located the element of perception. Okay.
We must get out of this. Have you found an exit to this place yet?
Alright. Quick save there. Let's go downstairs. And I'm guessing this will be like a combat one. Hey, it's my stuff. My gear. Well, some of it, anyway. Wait. It's not my gear, never mind. No, it's not my gear. That's just gear that it's giving me. Okay. Should I go with glass? Sure, I'll use what I'm bad at. Okay, yeah, that's Oh, look, we're at the Imperial Arena. But like a dream version of it. That's neat. Whoa! Oh gosh. I should have brought Earthor with me. Okay. Well, this might be a little awkward. Because I can't cast spells. And I don't have my potions. So... Oh god. Should have brought Earthor. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay. Wait, I got an idea. I got this lightning stick. 1 HP. 1 HP in a dream. Oh my god. I accidentally killed one of the Everscamps with the lightning. Oh! Is that it? Hey! I did it. Alright.
We must get out of this place.
Okay, alright. Oh god. The scamps are doing it again. They're, oh man. They're on skooma again.
We must get out of this place.
Oh, what happened? Alright, I'm gonna see if Earthor is gonna be trapped in here. Hey Kitsurito, how you doing?
You found an exit to this?
Oh wait, is there more? Test of patience. Perception. Is there another one? Maybe there is. Oh! Test of courage. Did you save? Yeah, I saved. Where did the scamps go? I don't know. Oh, we got water breathing. Okay. Doing alright, been lurking for a bit, doing some gaming, love the character. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy lurking. Oh. They move so fast on the skooma, they sped out of existence, but not zero-summed. They just move that fast. True. There's a couple scamps. I don't know where the other two went, though. Must have sped out of existence. Okay, so that was the fourth one. Oh crap, did it do it again? I think it might have got stuck on the loading screen again. Oh man. Alright, I'll be right back. If it hasn't loaded by the time I get back, I'll have to restart it. Okay, yep, that looks like... we're gonna call that crash number 18. We saved recently, at least? Yeah. Alright, refresh the stream in, like... I don't know, about 10-15 seconds or so. I'm gonna restart.